What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we have Sneak Peek 6, and this is a very exciting sneak peek, but I don't think it really comes as a surprise as to what we're getting. And if I bring up the Marvel Future 5 forum here, you can see this is Seeing Fragment of Marvel Future 5. This member of the Black Order steps forth from the shadows. Many have tried to overcome his psychic abilities. Of this dangerous enemy, few have succeeded. And, you know, I'm pretty sure we all know who this is, right? Especially by now. So if I bring up this little video, yeah. Now, this is a very, very cool sneak peek. I have got to give a big shout out to the sneak peek team for making this. This is a phenomenal sneak peek, and I'm pretty sure most of you have already noticed. If you haven't, we'll go ahead and back this up a little bit. We'll move it up a little forward here. And there we go, right there. Okay, so many of you already noticed that it shows a tier 3, just like what they did with Proxima. They got the little T, and then you got the 3 slices next to Ebony's head there. And so we know he's getting a tier 3, and a lot of us predicted this. We knew they were probably going to do this, right? They gave 3 Black Order characters awakened skills, and they gave Proxima a tier 3. This is really all it could be, right? This is all it could be. I didn't really think they were going to give him an awakened skill. Pretty much figured they were going to give him a tier 3. And Ebony really is deserving of a tier 3. He's freaking amazing. Honestly, in this day and age of Marvel Future 5, I really don't care if they have awakened skills or tier 3s. I mean, it is nice when characters get tier 3s, but awakened characters are so freaking strong at times that it's not even funny. So it really doesn't matter to me as long as the characters are useful. We can use them every day. And I'm really hoping that's going to be with Ebony. But man, when you watch this sneak peek, I mean, first of all, this is freaking awesome. You see the hands coming out, right? The hands coming out of the shadows. And you see this beautiful, beautiful green mist around his hands and on the bottom of the screen, like a green fog. And you see the two, it looks like maybe FBI or CIA agents, some kind of agents of sorts, SHIELD agents, and they got the guns in their hands. And Ebony is manipulating their minds. He's mind controlling them. And I think this is freaking awesome, right? And then after this, you'll see the gunfire going off, right? Which is indicating that they're shooting each other. So this is really cool, especially for Ebony, because he was the first character, as far back as I can remember, that actually got the mind control effect. And whenever you mind control your enemies, they actually attack each other. And that's exactly what this is showing. And I think this is so freaking cool. And you see him coming in, does the little point. What's up, right? I mean, oh, it's so freaking... This is an amazing sneak peek. And not to mention, the music for this sneak peek is amazing. It's dark. It's demonic, right? It is just... It's everything about Ebony that we want. And, I know we got the jokes going around about, you know, old man Squidward here going on, right? But man, he's way beyond Squidward. He is one evil looking bastard in this sneak peek, and I freaking love it. I think it is so cool. And then at the very end, of course, you see the Black Order all together, which was always a great picture of all of them together. I really, really love it. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, and that is... where's Thanos, right? I know a lot of people are kind of just like, hey, where's Thanos? Like, because the thing is, right now for Ebony, we have actually, click on this here, we actually have a couple more days before this uniform is actually going to get released. So it makes you wonder, are they going to have a sneak peek for Thanos? Are they going to surprise us with some kind of uniform? I don't know. You know, I know some people, they're kind of like, look, man, you know, I just want this to be a Black Order update because, you know, if it's Thanos, then all the shine is going to go on him and not on the Black Order. But, you know, honestly, guys, at this point, I don't know if Thanos could take away the shine from the Black Order. I mean, when you look at how strong these characters are so far, right? When you look at Proxima, right? You look at Supergiant, you look at Corvus, all three of those characters have become ABX metas, right? They all have. I mean, Supergiant's the ABX meta, but you still need Proxima on the team for her support passive, or not her support passive, but her uniform effect passive. You still need her, right? And then ignore target dodge rate leadership and so on. And Corvus is the speed villain meta, and Cole is just nuts. He's absolutely insanely strong, just like melts bars against Null, right? And Mephisto, even though he's got a time disadvantage. I mean, all of these characters have been absolutely insane. So we pretty much can expect no less for Ebony. We pretty much can expect that he's going to be freaking insane also. And, you know, and that's kind of my thing, right? This really, to me, has been easily the best update of the year, just because every single character that they gave a uniform for, right, has been insane. Every one of them. Think about this. How often has all the content creators, right, and the public, the player base, said that every one of these uniforms is strong? How often does that happen? It doesn't. Usually we got one or two super strong characters, and that's it. In this update, so far, all four of these characters have been insane. So it almost leads you to believe, well, then Ebony's probably going to be the one to get craps on. But man, I don't know. I don't think he will, because I mean, he might, but I just kind of wonder, you know. And they turned him into a blast villain, right? So I mean, he's going to have this leadership, a 40% increase of all attack. And I don't see no changes to his leadership here. So if his leadership changes, so currently right now in ABX Blast Villain Day, we use Cyclops, who gives 35% increase of all attack, and then an extra 30% increase of energy attack from his passive, right? Which is a total of 65% energy attack. And then we usually have a CTP of Insight on him. Some of us do, some of us don't. And, you know, Ebony could be a new leadership. Now, right now he has 40% increase of energy attack for his leadership. But maybe with this uniform, and it's not showing, you know, here, but maybe with this uniform, he'll get a better leadership. Because if it's just 40%, that's only 5% more than Cyclops, so he won't really be a must-have unless he becomes the actual meta. And, you know, his uniform effect does increase damage to universal types, but the beast has no typing. However, in PvP and PvE, this is going to be massively useful, especially against Null and Thanos and PvE, and against World Boss, against Century, and you know, in PvP. I mean, it's really, really good, right? And, you know, they're giving him this extra to self and increased damage to super healer and super villain faction by, well, super by 50% and super villain by 30%. So, I mean, he should be insanely powerful, right? And then his passive gets the extra 30% increased mind damage, and then decrease all damage received by 30%. On top of that, he gets a 35% decreased damage received from universal types. So against universals, he ought to, like, he's not going to take a whole lot of damage. He should have quite a bit of survivability because of that. I mean, he's got the paralysis, and he's got the second skill here. He's got the third skill that gives him that recovery, a heal, and 5 seconds of immunity on an 8-second cooldown, which is awesome. The mind resistance is going to stack all the way up. That's not going to be useful against Null, but against the regular world boss, that's going to be amazing. You got the mind control for 5 seconds, and the damage received increased by 6%, which means he's going to be doing a lot of damage while he mind controls them, which is powerful, guys. And the fourth skill, you know, and by the way, they changed all of his skills to mind damage. So now a CTP of Judgment or a Rage is going to be good for him. And the reason I mention a Rage is because he has this insanely long 11-second cooldown on this fifth skill, which definitely signifies Rage or Judgment. And when you preview Ebony's skills, and I'm going to turn the SFX on here, these things are so beautiful. I mean, all of these characters' skills have been absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God. I mean, look at that. So freaking awesome. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it sucks we can't look at the tier 3 right now. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, man. Oh, I mean, it's just... And, you know, I'm praying to God that this guy's, I want to say rework, but his new uniform is as potent as the other Black Order uniforms. Because if it is, I think players are going to be super happy. I think they're going to be very, very ecstatic about it. I think they're going to be just like, yeah, living it up. Because his tier 3 animation is just dark. It's insanely beautiful, and I love it. It looks amazing. Whether or not he's going to be a blast villain support, I have no idea. And again, because we have 2 more days, right? I imagine we're probably going to get the patch notes for this guy in another day or so. And we might get another sneak peek. It is possible that we could get a sneak peek for Thanos. And I said originally, right, whenever the Black Order first showed up and we started getting our first sneak peeks, our very first sneak peek, I was already mentioning that I'd almost guarantee that Thanos is going to get a little something. I would be surprised if he didn't. Honestly, I would be really surprised. If he doesn't get one, I'm still going to be super happy with this update because, like I said earlier, all of these characters have been insane. They've been freaking nuts. But the icing on the cake, right? The whipped cream on the pie would be Thanos. It would. I'm sorry, guys, but Thanos really does need some love. I don't think anybody's really using him for anything except for maybe some PvP content, maybe for a leadership and world boss. And that's about it. And I really, really want to see this guy get some love. I want to see a different uniform for him. But I have no idea. I don't know what they're going to do for Thanos. If they do anything at all, I pray they do. But again, guys, if they don't, I'm still going to be super happy with this update. It's just, I mean, if every update had every single character being freaking over the top insane, right? We'd be flipping a lid for every single update. We'd be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This character is awesome. This character is awesome. This character is awesome. We don't know which uniform to choose. And that's a good feeling, right? You know, well, for some people, it might not be a good feeling. But it's like, man, I don't know what to choose. And to me, that's cool. That's cool. You're like, I have no idea. They're all freaking awesome. You know, usually it's pretty easy. But in this update, it's been very, very difficult. So I'm actually very, very excited for Ebony. Now, unfortunately for me, and I think for a lot of players, resources, my friends, resources. So right now I have 31 EOD, and I am crafting these things because I have, 2,000 TCP. I know, a lot of you have more EOD than TCP. I don't know how in the hell I ended up, I think it's because I don't play World Boss of the Day is what it is. I just play the World Boss that I always want. So that is something to throw out there. But I'm pretty sure that's why I'm in this predicament. But either way, I would be short on some kind of material, whether it be TCP or EOD. So unfortunately for me, it's going to be a while before I give him a tier 3. But I will be buying his uniform. I will test it. I will see how strong it is. Maybe do a little damage comparison between the 2 uniforms. So let me know how you're all feeling about this sneak peek. Let me know how you're feeling about whether or not you think Thanos is actually going to get some love. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.